Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is day 24 of Junk Journal July, and today's prompt is very vintage. So what I thought we would do is we have quite a few pockets in here that we've made that don't have anything in them or have just a little tiny bit of stuff in them. So I thought I would come on and I would make a tag for very vintage. Now, I have some old pieces here. I have this. So these three things here I brought along. I'm not sure which one we're going to use, or maybe we'll do both and do like a couple. But these three pieces here came from a swap that I did, a crafty swap. And the lady sent me some vintage stamps. And then these as well. So I thought those were super cool, and I figured I could use those. And then this piece of paper here, I tore out of a book that was from back in the, I think it was like late 50s. It might have been like mid 50s. Indian Tales. And then this, even though it doesn't look super vintagey, this piece here, it has a lot of texture on it too, which I think is really cool. Actually came from National Geographic, August 1958. So it's pretty old as well. So I thought we would use all these different pieces. And what I think I'm going to do with this is a large image, and it's obviously too big to put in our journal. But if you take pieces and you kind of just cut them, and you can make whatever size tags you want, and you still kind of get this background effect, and it'll look totally different than just this as a cityscape. So I thought that's what we would do. And then I brought along this piece of paper here. This is obviously not vintage, but I don't have any thick vintage cardstock. So I brought this piece because this will go with all of our other pieces that we have. And I'm going to use this side here to glue the stuff on, which is the textured side. And then this side will just be the plain, almost like craft colored side. So I think what we're going to do first, and actually let's go ahead and say we're going to make two. Maybe we'll make three. We'll see. But I'm just going to cut some small tag shapes. Actually, I'm going to do 2 tags and a journal. So we'll see if we get 3 done or not. And because our journal is super small, we have to keep that in mind. So we're just going to make little small things. So I'm going to cut the tags. Let's cut the tags like 1.5 inches. That should be okay to fit into our pot. My cutter fell the other day. Hold on, let me see. It fell on the ground the other day. I put it back in, but when I did, I still don't think it's quite right. I don't think the blade is going down as much as it used to. I guess it is, but alright. My cutter fell the other day. Hold on, let me see. It fell on the ground the other day. I put it back in, but when I did, I still don't think it's quite right. I don't think the blade is going down as much as it used to. I guess it is, but alright. Well, anyways. And then let's go ahead and do let's do 2.5 inches. That should be fine. I'm going to cut 2 of them at 2.5. And then if we have to, we can cut them down a little bit. Next, we're going to do our journal card, which I'm going to do that at, I think, 2 inches. Let's do 2 by, let's do 2 by 2.5. That should be good. Oh, I'm going to have to figure out my cutter. All right. Okay. So now, the first thing I know I want to do on here is I want to round the corners. Okay, so that's done. Now on my tags, I want to cut a tag shape, and this one should work. Okay, now we have our tag shape cut. Next thing we're going to do is yep. Next thing is I want to tear a bit of this out. And it's obviously way too big, but that gives us some kind of starting point. All right, so we can go ahead and glue this down, and then we can cut around it. Now, I guess in hindsight, it would have made more sense to do the tag topper afterwards, but it doesn't really matter. I mean, it's not super difficult to cut a tag shape out. Okay, just like that. Now we can go ahead and cut the excess off. All right, so this is what we have. So we got that nice dark tree pretty much right in the center. It's off-centered, I mean, just a little bit, but that's kind of what I was going for. So we have it pretty much right where we want it. Now for the next tag, I want to, I just want to glue this down. Oh, no, that's the journal card, not tag. Okay, so for this one, I want to glue it straight down, I think. I was thinking maybe I wanted to just glue half of it, but I think I'm going to do the whole thing. So again, just glue it straight down, and I'm gluing it so that I know that, you know, the text is going to be there. That way I don't have any blank space. Yep, I'm right to the top of the text. Perfect. All right. So this is good if you have like old, kind of crumbly paper that you really like and you want to use, just glue it onto, some thicker cardstock. That way you keep the pretty paper, but then you have the integrity of the thicker, kind of modern day cardstock. All right, so there's that. Very cool. Now we have 2 tags. And then for this one, I know I want to do this in the center, so it's not like, there's not a ton of room. But I think what I want to do is just kind of take half of the paper and cover half of it. I'm going to need the bigger piece. But just do like half the paper and then put this in the center. So that's what I'm going to do. Make sure that's up all the way. And now with this, well, it's going to have just a tiny bit of blank space on it, but that's all right. Around that. Cut this out. Just like that. So there's that one. And I like this look. I think it looks really good. Okay. So next, see, my my pieces. Here's one. And where did the other one go? Here's the button. Where did that last piece go? Oh, here it is. Okay. All right, let me take some of this stuff out of the way. I did clean my desk so you can see the top of it. And within the next couple of days or so, I'm going to switch desks. Temporary. My husband is revamping a workbench for me. So I'll have a temporary desk for now. But hopefully it'll be in the place that it's going to go in. And then soon here I'll have my permanent desk, which hopefully will have a nice steam top. So I can just use that and I won't have to lay anything down. Hopefully. That's the plan anyways. Okay, so I'm just going to cut this. So that'll be just like that. And now I brought along some really thin washi. I was kind of thinking maybe do it. Let's see. Do we like it better on this side? I'm sure you guys can see. With this here. Or do we like it better on this side where it kind of contrasts more? Like this. Could always move it over closer to the edge too, and then it would actually show up. Kind of like that. Yeah, I think that'll work. Okay. So now, of course, because, and especially this washi, but because washi is not super sticky, I would like to run it across my glue stick first. Now we're going to line it up close to the edge, but still leaving a little bit of that text showing, like that. And guys, if you're enjoying this video, please hit that thumbs up button to like it. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. That way you're notified when I upload new videos. That way you never miss a challenge, you never miss a haul, and you never miss any tutorials that I make. Alright, so I'm going to do this. I kind of want to, I don't know, should I? I don't want to round, no, I don't think the corners will look right around it. Maybe let's just ink it. And I brought along yellow to ink around the main part, but I think I'm just going to do brown along this one. Yep, just like that. Okay, I'm going to glue this straight down. Just like that. All right, so that is our journal card. Now we're, oh, no, we're not done yet. Let's ink around the outside. Let's work on this one. And I think I'm going to use the smaller one because I have 3 vintage buttons here. I don't know if it's going to need 3, and I don't have any smaller ones, which stinks because they're almost too big. Let's just do the 2. They are pretty big. So this is what I'm going to do kind of for this one. And I thought, and maybe we could still use that washi. I'm not sure if it's going to look right. Across here and then put 2 buttons on it. I mean, I don't mind it. Yeah, we could. And then it would kind of tie everything. Okay. So again, just run it over the glue stick. Just like that. And then let's see if we have enough to run it up. So we almost do. So we could just cut a little small piece and piece it in. Yeah. Okay. So the stamp doesn't really need much, but I'm just going to hit those edges. All right, now we can go ahead and glue that down. Let's see, before we do, I have some of this lace that we used yesterday. No, that's not the right thing. I'm just going to glue it straight down, actually. Yeah, I do like that better. Just a little tiny bit extra. Something extra. Okay. Now we can glue it. I'm just going to glue it here in the corner. Like that. Now we can glue our two buttons down. Just like that. I think that one looks pretty good. I like it. Let's go ahead and ink. So there is number 2. Now the next one, we can just glue this one kind of like straight down in the center. And then we can just put this button here at the bottom. Maybe we'll do it. I like it better at the bottom. Yeah, I have a spot for it, so it'll be fine. So I'm just going to throw my stamp or throw my dauber across the floor. I'm gonna ink it. Again, the stamp. Now this one I am gonna just glue straight down. Right in the center. And then glue that button right down. That. And then just cut a small piece of this. And because it's so wide, I'm just gonna glue a piece on and flip it over. Like that. Okay? And then we'll ink around this, and then that needs to dry for a minute before we put it into a pocket, because that lace is really wet now because of the fabric pack. So this one is super quick and easy, but your ephemera pieces really don't have to take a ton of time. I mean, it could be something, as simple as putting a stamp on a piece of book page like this, and it looks really, really pretty. So just keep that in mind when you're creating. Stuff doesn't always have to take a long time to look really good. Okay, and then let's go ahead and find some space. Should have put that button down first and then did that. That's okay. We won't put anything on top of it. Let's go ahead and find some space to put our things in. And originally, here's that. Do we have anything in there? We do already. Okay. Originally, I was thinking here, especially for like the 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 tags. But let's see. The journal card will fit really well in here. So let's see if we can find a spot for that tag. Oh, here's a spot. Let's see if this will work. Oh yeah, that'll work fine. Okay, so we made this one. Let's take them all back out and I'll show you. This one and so we made 2 tags and a journal card for number 24, Very Vintage. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I can't wait to see what everyone else is coming up with today for Very Vintage. I hope you all will join me tomorrow for day 25, which is photograph. So that should be fun. I have kind of an idea in mind. We're probably going to use some of the National Geographic, just a spoiler. And yeah, so I hope you guys will tune in tomorrow, and I'll talk to you soon. Happy crafting. Bye.